We're going to draw a sector graph from a frequency table here. So what we've got here is a group of 50 business people who are asked how they receive the news, and we've got some different alternatives. So there were 15 people that got their news from the newspaper. Now, so I would start by writing that as a fraction. That's 15 out of the 50 people. Now you can change that into the number of degrees that you would use on a sector graph. That's 15 out of 50, or 15/50ths of the people. But what fraction of a circle is it? Times it by 360 degrees in a circle. 15/50ths of 360. You can do it on your calculator. So it's 15 out of 50, 15 divided by 50, and we'll times it by 360, and so that equals 108 degrees of our circle. Do the same for the others. That was 9 people got news from the television. That's 9 out of 50, 9/50ths of 360 degrees in a circle. 9 divided by 50. At this stage you could write that as decimal if you wish, 0.18, and we're going to times it by 360. 64.8 degrees. Now I'm going to just round them to the nearest degree, so I'm going to make that 65 degrees. The next one is 16 people, 16/50ths of the people. Times it by 360 equals 16/50ths, 16 divided by 50 times 360. It's going to be 115 degrees to the nearest degree. 6 divided by 50 times 360. 43 degrees. And the last one, 4 out of the 50 times by 360. So to the nearest degree, 29 degrees. Not a bad idea at this stage to add them all up. Should equal 360 degrees. You might be out by possibly a degree just because of your round off error, but it shouldn't be out by much more than that. Seems to add up to me. So we're right to proceed and draw our graph. To draw your graph, you can start from any point in the centre and just put a line out. It doesn't matter where it goes to, but we've got to start from somewhere. So I'm going to start from there, and my first sector is 108 degrees. So I put the centre of the protractor, not the edge of the tractor, put the centre of the protractor where the lines meet. On here I've got mine upside down, it'll be easier to read this way. And put this 0 line, so that that's the line, the centre of the protractor is on the centre, and it's pointing out to the 0. Then find 108 degrees. There's 100, 110, 108 must be here. Just put a little dot there, and then if I can connect the centre of the circle with that dot, I'll head out towards the dot and just stop when I get to the edge of my circle. That must be 108 degrees. That was the newspaper section. The next one is 65 degrees. So I'll get my protractor, I'll put the centre of the protractor on there and the 0 line, so that it heads out to 0, right on the line. And we're looking for 65 degrees. There's 60, 70, 65 must be here. And so I'm going to draw a line from the centre out to that dot. from the centre out to the dot. I'll stop at the edge of the circle. That was television. $115 degrees for the internet. So let's put the centre of the protractor on the centre, and we're going to head out here 115 degrees. There's 100, 120, 115 is here, and connect the centre of the circle to the edge of the circle, heading out towards that dot. Two more to do. 43 degrees. Put the 0 line on the line and the centre on the centre. Try and be nice and accurate. 43, 45's there, 43's here. And we're going to connect the centre of the circle, head out towards that dot. That was radio. And the last one must have done itself. People that get their news by other means. It should be 29 degrees. We should measure it to check. So let's put the centre of the protractor on there, the 0 line right on the line, and I think you can see that pretty much that angle there, nearly 30 degrees, 29 degrees is pretty right. I'll call that other. And we've done our graph.